So we're going to introduce a segment to the show called The Roofer's Desk. And John, the tie-in audience, a couple of people they're going to get used to seeing, which is Hector and Randy. Check this out. So John, the Roofing Alliance just seated its 26-27 board, and they picked an operator over an executive that says everything about where this industry thinks the real problems are. And one of the operators in that chair is sitting across from me right now.
The Roofing Alliance seated its 2026-27 board.
And Kiesel's one of them now.
That seat usually goes to a suit from a billion-dollar contractor. Not this year. Workforce, research, disaster response. That's what this board actually decides for the next 12 months. I've watched Kiesel run crews for years. Good to see the industry finally put someone like that in the room. Keith and John dig into the rest of it themselves next.
Earned seat. Every crew he's run backs it up.
Our very own John Kiesel celebrating. John, so what does a Roofing Alliance trustee actually do week to week?
We're involved in the industry, Keith. Everything that we do, everything that we communicate about, vote on, is designed to help the roofing industry take those next steps, whether it's a roofing center at Clemson University, where we're launching a roofing center to get into academia, where the trades are being researched and great things are happening, investing in foundation work with Ronald McDonald House. We just do great things, and it's just a blessing to be a part of such an elite group of people to move this needle and all the things we need to get done.
John, is there a big goal for 26-27? Is there a big goal for the Alliance to push on, to fund or fix in 26-27 that maybe the audience doesn't know about or you'd want them to know about?
Well, for the things that I'm active in, and our guest is going to be active in, Steve Little, is going to be the NRAP program. We're pushing the National Roofing Apprenticeship Program to help the ABC curriculum get more traction with the roofing apprenticeships.
Okay.
And move that across the country.
I'm new to all this, you guys. I'm new to this industry. John's been really grateful to welcome me into it. And one of the things I keep hearing from you, and I want to keep learning from you and even Steve, is your guys' commitment to the entrepreneurship and the young men and women coming up in the industry. Talk to that quickly before we move on, John.
Well, that's the backbone of what we do, is the people that are putting the roofs on. I think we've heard Mark Zuckerberg is putting $15 million into the trades because we're not building data centers fast enough for him. So we need to have people entering into this trade to continue to protect the infrastructure that we're running around and enjoying every single day.
You know what's awesome? Because you just said something that I'm thinking that not many roofing shows are talking about, but we're talking on a roofing show, but you talked about Mark Zuckerberg. And I'm thinking that 20, 30, 40 years ago, I know you've been in the industry for, I believe, 30 years. You're not thinking about you're not talking Mark Zuckerberg, or it's things are changing.
Yeah, when the industries that we're depending on with the AI and the computing power realize that you can't put chips into something and have a roof appear. We need to have people appear. So it is an exciting moment in time to see the attention that all the trades, to be honest with you, needs to have placed on us so that we can give people great career paths, give people great earning potential, contribute in a way that they're gifted to contribute. And so for me, I think that's an amazing transition.
Yeah. Hey, you're live with Keith and John on the tie-in, the room where roofs actually get decided. Hey guys, coming up next, diesel's down, flatbed is up, and that's not a math error. It's actually a capacity story. And if you price Q3 jobs on Q2 freight assumptions, your freight line is probably underwater right now.
Flatbed just hit an all-time high, $2.96 a mile. That's 15 weeks straight climbing. Diesel's actually down this week. Doesn't matter. Capacity's the problem now, not fuel. Insulation, membrane, edge metal, dumpsters, it all rides a flatbed. Every job on my board just got more expensive to deliver. Quote Q3 off Q2 freight numbers, and you're already underwater.
That line item just ate somebody's margin.
John and Keith are running the full number next. Every contractor needs to hear this one.
Hey, John, so are you seeing freight volatility hit like delivered material pricing yet, or just logistics?
Yeah, the volatility in the industry is still with us. The material prices do seem to be rising, and those announcements are coming in and projected out. Well, they actually just hit us, I think, about a week or so ago, which includes freight. as a justification for those price increases. And with price increases comes demand. When you announce a price increase coming down the pike, guess what people do? We buy the materials faster than what they can produce them and make them. So we end up with this cyclical activity where prices increase, we strain the system, and then we have delays. So yeah, it's definitely a vulnerable situation we're in right now.
So then, in the chair you're sitting in right now, is this just a short-term spot market spike that operators are going to overreact to, do you think? Or is this perhaps the new baseline through the rest of the year?
Well, we always hope it's a moment in time. Things settle down, things get back to normal. I think we've experienced this since the pandemic. You start to have these, I think it's about every year now, we end up with some sort of mini crisis that becomes expected. It's not so much a surprise, and we kind of just deal with it and roll with the punches.
Yeah. Hey, so every commercial building owner who took a loan out in 2015 through 2020 is refinancing this year at a rate that is 150. Huge numbers, you guys. And they're calling the roofing contractor saying, hey, how do I buy some time? Now, that question is going to reshape your Q4 pipeline. It already has. We got Randy and Hector with something to say.
Refi rates are sitting at 5.44 to 8.75% right now. That's a real jump from what most of these buildings financed at. Loans that close near 4.5% are refinancing near 6.5 now. That's not a rate change. That's a P&L event. Owners aren't calling for tear-off anymore. They're calling for a coating quote and a few more years. Buying time isn't the same as buying nothing. Coating capacity and service contracts are the moat right now. Keith and John break the whole number down next. Every contractor with a coating crew is about to find out.
Hey, John, what's Division 7 seeing in this space?
Well, I think that Hector nailed it for us out there. We're seeing a lot of attempts to prolong the life of a roof, avoiding that capital expenditure, which is the largest capital expenditure a building owner will face when it comes to maintaining their property is the roof. Pushing that out a few more years is definitely the motivation.
Yeah. So every truck, crane, drone, and laptop your company buys before New Year's Eve is a 100% write-off. Now, that's not a loophole. That's the whole tax code now. Yet most operators haven't updated their 2026 CapEx plan yet. I know Hector and Randy got something to say about this too, I believe.
Section 179's cap just doubled, $2.5 million. Bonus demuration's permanent now. Every truck, every drone, deductible day one.
That's real cash staying in the business instead of going to the IRS. I know contractors already rewriting their Q4 buy list.
I've been telling contractors to buy the drone for 3 years. The tax code just caught up to me.
Don't buy it because it's deductible. Buy it because the crew needs it. That's the only math that matters.
Keith, John, this is your KPAX conversation now.
Don't spend it all in one place.
All right, there's our very own Michelle. That wasn't Randy, Michelle. A little bit of language we got to teach Michelle. It's actually CapEx, Michelle. But hey, John, what's the number one CapEx move you'd make if you could write it off day one?
The ability to control some of the delivery bottlenecks that we have in the industry. We're counting on deliveries over the road and delays and crews sometimes being on site with a truck not in sight. So for me, if I was going to start spending some money on some big things, it would be trucking, internal trucking capabilities to control the flow to our jobs.
So this last story related to drones. John, I know this is inside and I'm learning, guys, roofs are on the outside. I know ceilings are inside and roofs are outside. So this really is a roofing drone, John, but pretty cool roof, pretty cool drone.
Yeah, it definitely is controlled like a drone. It definitely is moving around like a drone. For our ability to take our imagery or to get a perspective of things that are up, roofs are up, drones go up, it's like a no-brainer. Something that can get to a roof quickly and easily without having to climb a ladder to it. That's a toy turned into a tool.
John, we talk about drones again, and this seems to be an industry ripe for drone usage, because if you could have used the expense of a helicopter, expense of the tools from the past, to be able to, the ability to put a camera up there like nobody's business, that must have been a game changer for you.
Oh my goodness, it definitely changed the way we operate. Our whole entire process has changed. The way we go about doing it, the way anybody can go about doing it, is something that everybody loves because it makes life easier, it makes life better, and we're getting better information. So this is one of those adoptions or tie-ins to something that's possible that I've never had any pushback about.